All right. From seated position, here we are. Sukhasana easy pose. Have your block handy. We're going to use the block at some point today. And remember to modify if this position is not your position today. Maybe your knees and hips are talking to you. So just have your feet in front of you, your legs stretched in front of you, and draw the shoulders up to the ears. And then slowly release hands down to your knees, elbows by your rib cage. Gently engage the abdominal area and draw the chin slightly back and then towards your chest. Let's have the eyes towards the mat, or you can have the eyes closed if you like. We're going to take a moment here to feel the breath, to feel ourselves a little bit more grounded before we begin to move the body. We can notice the room, the noise or the sounds around the room where you are now. And you can even hear the sounds outside of the room where you are. And if you feel that sound, it feels a little bit distracting, just bring your attention inward towards your breath and try to be there, focusing the inhales and the exhales, perhaps feeling the breath in some specific part of the body. And with your next inhale, please bring the chin up to the ceiling. Slowly rotate the head to the right, to the chest. Inhale to the left and up. Same direction, moving your neck gently. And this circling of the neck, loosening up any tension in your neck. Breathing in and out. And then move the neck in the opposite direction. Inhale, lift the chin, and then move the head to the left as you exhale to the chest. Inhale right and up. Nice circling of the neck and the head. I'm going to the left and up now, and the right, just move in both directions. Loosening up the neck, take your time. Going to the opposite direction, just several times going in one direction and the other direction. Just move the neck and then slowly return the head back to neutral. Keep your eyes closed. Again, chin down to the chest as you exhale. Hold it there. And then inhale, lift the chin up to the ceiling as you open the throat. And exhale down to the chest. And inhale up to the ceiling. Just a few rounds, more rounds like this. And then slowly return the head back to neutral. Place your right hand down towards the floor. Left arm goes out and up. Flex the elbow. Place your left hand to your right ear. Keep your right hand down. Take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, guide the left ear to your left shoulder and hold it there. Close your eyes and come back to the deep breath. And feel the right side of the neck getting stretched. Dropping the right shoulder down, finding more room in the right side of your neck as you breathe in and out. And release, come back through center, left hand down. Inhale, right arm goes up and overhead, flex the elbow. Place your right hand to your left ear. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, right ear to your right shoulder as you stretch the left side of your neck. Nice, easy breathing. And release, let go. Right hand down, both shoulders up to the ears, hands to your thighs or knees, and then draw the chin to your chest and go. Nod your head yes. Quick yes. And shake your head no. Inhale, lift the head. Keep your chin parallel to the floor. Take a nice inhale. Rotate the head to your right shoulder. Hold it there. And return back through center. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, move the chin to your left shoulder. Hold and breathe. Back through center, chin down, and then here rock your head from side to side, like a pendulum of a clock from one shoulder to the opposite shoulder. Slowly return the head back through center, neutral position of the spine. Bring the arms out to the side into position. Guide the shoulder blades into each other. Open the front of the shoulders. Rotate the palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers and turn the palms towards the ceiling as you straighten the elbows. And then move the spine as you slowly flex the elbows and move the spine from left to right and to the right and to the left, and gentle movement of the spine as you keep both hips down towards the floor. Keep those elbows flexed, shoulders soft, and just move the spine there. Slowly back through center, straightening the elbows up to the ceiling, lengthening the spine, and then bring the arms up to shoulder height. Interlace the fingers and bring the hands into the heart, into Anjali Mudra. Take a moment here to connect back with the breath. Bring the arms out to the side, make a fist, and rotate those wrists in one direction. Soften the shoulders, the elbows, going in one direction to the opposite direction. Then spread the fingers, make a fist. Spread the fingers, make a fist. One more. Spread, and then bring the palms towards the floor with the palms facing towards your shin. So the heels of your hands are pointing forward, and just gently rocking forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Just moving gently. Get that nice stretch in the posterior part of your forearms. And then release, and then shake your hands. Now we're going to stretch the anterior part of your wrist and the top of your hands as we bring the fingertips pointing toward the floor with the palms facing up now. And we're going to just rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And just hold it there. And release, and again, shake, shake, shake your hands. Now hands to your thighs or knees, elbows by your rib cage, moving into the cat-cow from the seated position. Elbows in, arch the spine, lift through the chest. Exhale, elbows out, round the spine, belly in, chin in. Inhale, arching and opening. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, elbows in, opening through the chest. Exhale, rounding into the cat. Inhale, opening to the cow. Exhale, rounding into the cat. One more. Inhale, arching, open the chest. Exhale, round, elbows out, and then slowly back to neutral position. Bring the hands behind you. Separate the legs. Have your feet wider than the hips. And let's move the hips from side to side here. And slowly, let's bring the legs all the way to tabletop position. So have your blanket now to protect your knees. And let's have the knees the width of your hips. And have your toes tucked gently. And we're going to rock the hips toward your heels to stretch the ball of the feet and inhale back to center. And exhale, move the hips to the heels, stretch the sole of the feet and back to table. Exhale, moving into the heels and rocking back to table. 3 more rounds. Keep the toes tucked and just feel the stretch there. And the toes, the ball of the feet, the entire sole of the feet. One more time. And then slowly back through center, top of the feet flat on the mat. Neutral position. Place the weight on your right hand. Inhale, open and twist to the left. Gentle twist. Exhale, left hand down. Open and twist to the right. Exhale, right hand under the right shoulder. Inhale, twist to the left. And left hand down. Open and twist to the right. Exhale, hand down. One more time each side. Gently moving the rib cage and the shoulders. And then slowly right hand down. Now take an inhale into the cow. Exhale, round the spine into the cat. Inhale, open the chest, arch. Exhale, rounding into the cat. And just keep moving at your own rhythm. Linking breath with the movement. Mobilizing the spine. And slowly back to neutral position. From here, keep your right hand under the right shoulder and slide the left hand forward and release both forearms, elbows down, and feel the stretch under the left armpit, the stretch on the left arm. Feel the breath. And slowly press with the palms and back to tabletop, left hand under your left shoulder. Now slide the right palm forward. Move the hips back as you release forearms, elbows down. Relax your forehead towards the mat. Time to stretch the posterior part of your arm and the armpit. Going to elevate into the upper part of the rib cage here. And then slowly inhale, press with the palms back to tabletop, right hand under the right shoulder. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, round the spine, move the hips to Balasana, child's pose. Bring the arms down by your side as you relax shoulders, elbows. So the palms are facing up. And you are bending the elbows and bring the elbows slightly out so you can open in between your shoulder blades. Nice, easy breathing. Stretching the spine, those muscles. They're attached along the entire length of the spine, in between the back of your rib cage. Use your breath. And inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, standing in kneeling position. Lower the palms down towards the floor. From here, tuck the toes under, engage the core, lift the knees few inches off the mat. Engage, contract the belly, release the belly, exhale, contract. Inhale, release, exhale, contract the abdomen. Inhale, soften, exhale, contract. Inhale, soften, contract. 2 more. Inhale, soften, contract. 1 more. Inhale, soften, contract, knees down, top of the feet flat on the mat. Move the hips to child's pose. Bring the arms down by your side. Relax shoulders, elbows, and again, palms facing up. Flex the elbows. Allow the shoulders, the back of the shoulders to release. And breathe through this. Bring the palms forward again, tabletop position. From here, tap the toes under. Press through the toes and lift the legs. Straighten the knees. Downward dog. Heels down. Heels up. Heels down. Heels up. Heels down. And up. Exhale, heels down. Heels up. Knees down. Tabletop. Top of the feet flatten the mat, move to child's pose again, and again, bring the arms down by your side, soften the shoulders, the elbows, and breathe. Take a moment here. And bring the palms forward, back to tabletop. Tuck the toes under, strengthen the shoulders, the arms, and the core at the same time. Inhale, engage the core, pick up the knee few inches, and inhale, soften the abdomen. Exhale, contract. Inhale, relax the muscles. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. 3 more rounds. One last. Knees down, top of the feet flat. Move the hips to the heels. Relax the arms down by your sides. Relax, soften elbows, shoulders, forehead towards the floor. Take a moment. Let's go back to tabletop and to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Tuck the toes under, press, straighten the legs, hips up, and chin to your chest. Heels down, heels up. Exhale, heels down, rotating the shoulders back and down. Inhale, heels up and down, up, down. 2 more rounds. Up, down. Last one. Up and down. Now lift the heels, knees towards the floor, top of the feet flat on the mat, and then thread the right arm and your left arm, twisting and releasing the right shoulder towards the floor. Wrap the arm behind your left lower back, if that works with your left shoulder, and just hold it here as you breathe and release. This is a twist, but also it's a nice way to relax your shoulders as you guide and open slowly the left shoulder back. Use your breath. And then release the left hand under your left shoulder, slowly undo the twist, back to tabletop. Now the left arm goes under the right arm. Left shoulder down towards the floor, left side of the face towards the mat. And then you can place that arm behind your lower back as you guide the right shoulder even more to open the right side of the front of the chest and the shoulder. Breathe through this. And right hand goes under the right shoulders, gently press and do the twist. Come to tabletop and cat-cow. Inhale to drop the belly. Exhale to bring the belly in into the cat. Inhale, open. Exhale into the cat. Inhale, open the chest, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine, belly in, pull chin in. One more. Inhale into the cow. Exhale into the cat. Neutral position the spine, then lower the forearms, the elbows down, interlace the fingers, tucking the toes under, coming to dolphin pose. Straighten the legs, lift the hips, heels towards the floor, crown of the head towards the mat. And just release, dropping the heels towards the floor. Feel the stretch on your calf muscles. Keep lifting through the hips so your spine gets really nice and long, and work here through the breath as you still work on strengthening those shoulders. Breathing in and out. The crown of the head should be pointing towards the floor. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, knees down towards the floor, top of the feet flatten the mat. Separate the palms, hands towards the mat, lift the chest, hands under the shoulders, round the spine. Move the hips to the heels, bring the arms out and behind you. Relax the forehead towards the floor, towards the block. Interlace the hands behind you, and then move the arms away from your sacrum. Exhale to relax your elbows, hands down to the sacrum. Inhale, straighten and lift the arms and hands up. Exhale, flex the elbows, release hands down. One more. Inhale, lift the hands away from your sacrum. And exhale all the way down. Release the hands down towards the floor. Take a moment. Again, arms down by your side, elbows to the side. Breathing in and out. Lift the head, lift the chest. Drop the hips to one side. And let's come to one side. Sorry, no. Let's come to tabletop. We're going to go to standing position. So tuck the toes under, lengthening the spine as you come into downward dog, and then walk your hands slowly towards the feet. Take your blanket from the mat, bend the knees slightly. Let's have a nice stretch of the spine as you hold from the opposite elbows. Relax the crown of the head towards the floor. Keep the knees slightly bent. We're trying to stretch, and you can sway the spine from side to side. Moving the hips in one direction, opposite direction. Just relax and breathe. And slowly release the hands down towards the floor. With heavy arms, heavy head, we're going to find our way all the way up to Samasthiti. Shoulders up, back, and down. Have your feet right under your hips, making sure you're not collapsing through your arches of your feet. Lifting the chest, nice long spine, and bring the hands to your heart center. Let's reconnect back with the breath. And slowly hands down by your hips. And I'm going to be facing my screen with the feet a little wider than your hips. Shoulders back and down. Let's move some rotation of the shoulders. So we're going to bring the right shoulder forward, up to the ear, back and down. Left shoulder forward, up to the ear, back and down. Just keep moving and relax your arms, relax your spine as you move, and release any tension there in your shoulders. Just rocking this here. Moving, letting go the spine, the shoulder, just mobilizing there. Feels nice. And then slowly back through center. Now we're going to have the feet now right under the hips. Arms to the side indeed as we open through the chest. Let's bring the arms forward, and the right arm goes under your left arm. Flex the elbows, this eagle pose. Hands to touch. I'm going to go this way so you can see me there. So from here, we'll begin with the elbows high as your shoulders. And as you exhale, bend the knees and then guide the elbows into the belly. Inhale, straighten the legs and bring the elbows high as your shoulders. Exhale, flex and lower elbows into the belly. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, flex and lower. And 3 more rounds at your own rhythm. Inhaling and exhaling. One more. Moving slowly with the breath. And straighten both legs and do the crossing of the arms. Bring the arms out to the side, down towards the hips, shoulders up, back and down. Arms in T position. Open the chest. Exhale, bring the arms forward. Left arm goes under the right arm. Flex the elbows. I'm going to go this direction now. We begin with the elbows high as your shoulders. And as you exhale, you flex the knee into chair pose and you bring the elbows in. And inhale, you straighten and reach through the elbows. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten. Three more, moving slowly with the breath. One last. Inhale, straighten and do the crossing of the arms. Bring the arms in T position. Open the shoulders. Release the hands down towards the hips. Shoulders up, back and down. Shoulders up, forward, down and back. Opposite direction. Bring the shoulders forward, up to the ears, back and down. Up to the ears, forward, down and back. One more. Up to the ears, back and down. Last one. Up to the ears, forward, down, and hands to the heart center. Take a moment. Reconnecting back with the breath. And slowly release the hands down towards the floor. So now, if it is possible for you, we're going to keep opening the front of the chest and the shoulders. Bring the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. And now move the arms away. Exhale, lower the hands down to the sacrum. Inhale, arms away. And towards the sacrum. 3 or 4 more rounds to open the front of the chest, to stretch the muscles in the front of your shoulder, flattening the upper spine. Couple more rounds. And release the hands and bring the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, fall forward, hands down towards the floor. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Just relax your spine there, release your neck, and then relax your shoulders, arms. So holding again from the opposite elbows. And release any tension there in the shoulders, the spine. Breathing in and out. And then lower the hands down towards the floor. And let's walk your hands to the front of the mat into downward dog. From downward dog, heels up and then knees down. Let's all come to tabletop position. So let's work a little bit strengthening the shoulders here. So we're going to move into knees moving a little slightly back. Instead of having right under your knees, you want the knees a little bit more back. And have your wrist right under the shoulders. So go as far down as you can for this. We're going to flex the elbows, bring the elbows to by the rib cage, and then you lower the chest. And then you straighten the elbows, engage the core, and then move the hips to the heels to relax shoulders, elbows, and wrist. And then exhale slowly back to tabletop. Draw the belly in, engage the core, and then you flex the elbows and you lower the chest to lower as far down as you can. With inhale, you engage, you straighten the elbows, and then move the hips to the heels as you relax your forearms, elbows, and wrist. One more. Inhale, back to table. Engage the core first. Flex the elbows, bring them by the rib cage. You lower the chest. You engage and straighten the arms, and then move the hips back, and then release the hips to the heels into Balasana, and bring the arms down by your side. So you're relaxing the shoulders, elbows, wrists, and everything down as you stay here. Use your breath. From here, lift the head, lift the chest. Place your blanket under your knees now, because we're going to come into opening the front of the chest and the torso and iliopsoas stretching, but we're doing with arm movement. So left knee, left foot comes forward, and then you slide the right knee slightly back. So you were opening the right side of the hip. As we inhale, we're going to open the arms in T position, straighten your left leg. Exhale, flex the knee, hands into the heart. Inhale, open, bring the arms in T and guide those shoulders back. Exhale, flex the knee, hands into the heart center. Inhale, straighten and open. This is also a balanced pose because you are moving forward and back as you are just in one knee. And exhale, flex and hands into the heart. Couple more rounds. Inhale, flex and hands into the heart. Now we're going to inhale, straighten, flex and lower the hands to your left thigh, elbows by your rib cage, and you hold it here with the breath as you press the pelvis and the hips to the front of your mat. Keep lifting from the chest, shoulders back and down. Nice, easy breathing. Lower both palms to either side of your left foot. Tuck the toes under your right foot. Right knee comes off the floor. High lunge, and we rock forward and back, forward and back. Just keep rocking forward and back. And as you go back, you press with the heel to stretch and breathe. One more. And release right knee down towards the floor. Bring the left knee to meet your right knee. Let's all move to child's pose. Relax your elbow, forearms, and forehead towards the floor or towards the block. Nice inhales and deep exhales. Moving back to table. Stepping forward with the right foot, right ankle right under your right knee, and then the left knee moves slightly back. Hands to your right thigh to lift the chest. When you're ready, we're going to straighten the right leg and bring the arms out in T. Exhale, flex hands into the heart. Open the front of the shoulders and then straighten the right leg. Exhale, flex and bring the hands together. Inhale to open. Exhale to flex. 3 more. And now hands to the heart, holding position, or you can lower the hands to your right thigh. Elbows by your rib cage, lift from the chest, and move gently the pelvis and the hips to the front of the mat. Hold it here. Use your deep breath. Both hands down towards the mat, tuck the toes under, pick up the knee off the mat, and then rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Couple more rocks here. And then drop the left knee down, bring the right knee to meet your left knee, and let's all move to child's pose. Relax your elbows, forehead towards the floor. Take a moment. And lift the head, lift the chest, and let's all drop the hips to one side and swing the legs to the front of the mat. Let's join me. Let's all come to the front with the feet. And have your blanket on the other side of the mat, because when we go down, we want to protect our neck and heads. So have your feet wide as your hips. We're going to work in Navasana, a little core strength to here. So shoulder, we're going to rotate back and down, palms facing to each other, and the feet are wide as your hips. We engage the core, we lean back a little bit, engage the belly and the back muscles, and then pick up the feet off the floor into Navasana with the knees bent. Hold it here. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften the belly. And exhale, contract. 2 more. Inhale, soften. Contract. 1 more. Soften. Contract. Bring the sole of the feet together. The knees go out and you fall forward as you place the hands to your feet, chin to your chest. Relax the spine, the belly. Just breathe here. Take a break. And lifting the head, lift the chest. Guide the knees again up, feet wide as your hips. Arms forward, shoulders back and down. Lean back, engage the core. Coming around to, but we're going to do in a twist. We're going to twist from side to side. Lift the chest, lean back, feet off the mat, Navasana. Inhale to one side. Exhale to the opposite. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Relax your shoulders. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. 3 more. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale left. Exhale right. 1 more. Inhale left. Exhale right. Good job. Sole of the feet together. Knees out. Fall forward. Crown of the head towards your feet. Relax your hands by your feet. Elbows out. And just take your time here to breathe and rest. And inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, guide the thighs and the legs up, feet wide as your hips, hands to your knees. Have your block handy here. We're going to slowly round the spine, going all the way down towards the floor. Take a moment here with the knees bent. Relax your head to the mat, to the blanket. Belly breathing here. Take your time. Now with the heels under the knees and feet wide as your hips, grab your block, place a block in between your inner thighs. We're going to press the block and lift into the bridge pose. Hold it there. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lower your bridge down, grab the block, bring the block up to the ceiling and all the way back. Inhale. Bring the block up to the ceiling. Place the block in between your inner thighs. Arms down by your side. Press the block and lift the pelvis into high bridge Vipada Pitam. Inhale, press. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, press and lift. Exhale, slowly release the bridge down. Grab your block. Inhale, bring the block up to the ceiling and all the way overhead. Inhale, block up to the sky and in between the inner thigh. Last round, press the block. Inhale, lift the pelvis into your high bridge. Press, exhale, release. Inhale, lift, press the block. Exhale, soften. 1 more. Inhale, lift and press. And all the way down, 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 down. Grab the block. Inhale, bring the block up to the sky and all the way behind you. Inhale up to the ceiling and then release the block down and hug yourself. Bring the thighs into the chest. Breathing in and out. You can rock if you like from side to side to give yourself a massage here in your back, lower back. And back to center. Release the feet down here. So arms in T position, palms facing up. Make sure your arms are in line with your shoulders. Bring the feet up into the 90-degree angle. And now we're going to roll over to our left side as we bring the right arm to touch your left hand. Let me adjust my screen here. So we're on my left side of the body, both hands together, and we're on the left side. From here, we're going to stay here, but the right arm is going to float up to the sky and exhale to open into a T. Inhale, right arm goes up to the sky. Exhale, right hand touch your left. Inhale, relax the right arm as you float it up to the sky and open in a T. Inhale, right arm goes up to the sky and right palm to touch your left. Just 3 more rounds, slowly again, moving the shoulder, the front of the chest, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, float the arm up, exhale to open. Float the arm up, exhale to touch. 1 more. Inhale, we're going to lift and then we're open and we're staying in the twist. So make sure you're dropping the right shoulder back down towards the floor as far down you can. Close your eyes and breathe through this twist. And then slowly bring, keeping the twist, bring the knees up to the ceiling, pick up the hips and the pelvis, lift the pelvis into a bridge pose, align your spine first, and then slowly release your spine down towards the floor. Now we're going to lift the feet off the mat, 90-degree angle, and we're going to roll over into the right side with the left arm coming along with the legs. Your left palm is touching your right hand. Stay in the twist. Stay in this position. Just the left arm goes up to the sky. Exhale, open into the twist. Inhale, the left arm goes up to the sky. Left hand comes to touch your right hand. So the inhale happens as you float up to the ceiling, and exhale as you drop into the T. You inhale, you float the arm up to the sky, and you exhale as you bring the left hand to touch. 3 more rounds at your own rhythm, linking breath with movement. One last round. And both hands together. Take a moment here. Slowly bring the left arm up to open in a twist, and then bring both legs to center. Lower the feet down. Pick up the pelvis and the hips into the bridge. Align your spine nicely here, and then slowly release the spine down towards the floor. Hug yourself, thighs into your chest, and just breathe here. Lower the right foot down. Place the left foot on top of your right thigh. Holding from the hamstring or the shin. Holding position here. Tuck the chin slightly into the chest. Let's do our IT band stretch. Very important to include in our practice. Avoiding that muscle to get too tight, to put pressure on the sciatic nerve. Just breathe through this figure 4. And release the left foot down, right foot on top of your left thigh, holding from the shin. Now time to stretch the right side. Going back to that deep breathing here. And release and come into the full happy baby. Holding from the outside of the feet, keep your knees bent. Make sure your lower back is flat on the mat, chin slightly tucked in. And just breathe here. You can hold it still or you can rock from side to side. If you like to give yourself a gentle, again, massage here in your back, your lower back. And if you're rocking back to right to left, let's back to a neutral position. And just slowly bring the sole of the feet together, release the feet together down towards the floor. Bring the hands to your belly, relax your inner thighs, your pelvic floor, your hips, and then drop the knees out as you soften the muscles of your glute. Just breathe here. And guide the thighs and the knees together. Keep the knees together and then walk the feet wide as your mat. Bring the arms in T position, palms facing up. And just relax your inner thighs. Slightly open the knees so you have your feet wide as your mat and the arms in T position. From here, let's rock the legs to the left and the head goes to the right. And inhale through center. Exhale, drop the legs to the right and the head to the left. Move slowly through this windshield wiper, please. Moving the neck and the head to the opposite direction where the legs are going. Gentle movement. Now knees up and then drop the knees to the right and the head to the left and release there. Breathe through the twist. Allow the muscles under your left hip and the inner thigh to relax. Front of the shoulders and the chest are open. Just take your time in this twist. Slowly return the head and the knees back to center. Now drop the legs to the left and the head to the right and hold it there. Return the head, neutral position, knees up to the ceiling. Hug yourself, bring the thighs into the chest. Straighten the lower back here, and then straighten both legs up to the ceilings. And flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Have some rotation in those ankles in one direction. Going into the opposite direction. Then lower the feet down towards the floor. Straighten the right leg to the right corner of the mat and rotate the right foot out. Then straighten the left leg to the left corner, rotate the left foot out. Relax your glutes, bring the arms overhead and reach through the fingertips, gently arching the spine and lengthen the spine. Pointed toes, take a nice inhale and exhale, release the spine and then sweep the arms somewhere in between hips and shoulders. Make any adjustment in between your shoulder blades. Take a nice inhale, side out. Ha. Again through the nose. Ha. One more. Ha. Close your lips and you are now in your final pose. This is your Shavasana. This is when you're going to come into a full relaxation as I guide you through this relaxation state where you're going to be aware of your full body, having your eyes closed. And just coming back to your regular breath. Bring the attention now to the sole of the feet, to the toes, top of the feet and ankles. Guide attention to your shins and calf muscles, to both knees and the back of the knees, and from the top of both knees down to the sole of the feet. Do your best to relax the lower part of your legs. The tension goes now to the thighs, the hamstrings, both glutes, both hips, pelvis, and pelvic floor. Bring the tension now from the top of your hips down to the sole of the feet. Allow the entire length of your legs to relax to the sole of your, all the way down to the sole of your feet. Releasing and relaxing the legs. Now soften the muscles of your lower back and all the muscles attached to the spine up to your shoulder blades. Relaxing intercostal muscles, releasing the back of the spine down towards the floor. Now the tension goes down to the lower abdomen, muscles in between the rib cage and the front. You're releasing all the internal organs. You're softening the heart. You're relaxing the muscles of the chest. And from the collarbones all the way down to the sole of the feet, you're releasing the front, the entire length of the front of the body. Now the tension goes to the shoulders, front and back, to the biceps and triceps, to the elbows, to the forearms, front and back, both wrists, both palms, and both top of the hands and all the fingers. And from the top of the shoulders, front and back of the body, and all the way down to the sole of the feet, down to the fingertips, you are softening and releasing the entire body towards the mat. Feeling the body dropping, heavy and light at the same time. Now the attention goes to the throat and to those muscles in the back of the neck and the muscles connected with the skull, and you do your best to soften that area. Soften the chin, the jaw. Allow the tongue to release down to the base of the mouth. Your lips are soft, and so is the upper lip. You relax your nose, your cheekbones, and the forehead, temples, allowing the eyeballs to relax to the eye sockets, releasing the eyebrows, third eye, going up to the crown of the head, and from the crown of the head all the way down to the sole of the feet. Your entire body is melting down gently, inch by inch, towards the mat. Feel the body opening and relaxing, and receive the benefits of the practice as you are staying still just for a few more breaths. Now with your next inhale, bring the arms overhead and point the toes and reach through the fingertips to create space in between each vertebrae. Nice inhalation here. And exhale, flex the knees and hug yourself. Slowly rock your head from side to side as you keep hugging yourself. Then gently roll over to your right side in fetal position. Take a moment there, please don't rush. And the head comes last. Let's all sit together comfortably with hands to your thighs or knees, shoulders back and down, lifting from the chest, eyes closed. And guide the chin slightly back and towards the floor, eyes closed or towards the mat. Let's take the moment here to reconnect back with the breath. And we're going to slow down the breath as much as you can. So just keep your neck neutral And take a nice, long, sweet inhalation through the nose. And you exhale slowly through the nose as you let all the air out. And the inhale happens slowly, bringing oxygen into the lungs, expanding the belly. Exhale all the way down slowly through the nose. So this is a breath control. You can do Ujjayi breathing if you like. But you really want to control the speed of the breath. And slowly return to your regular breathing pattern. Just keep watching your breath moving in its normal pattern. And guiding the hands together into the heart center. And taking the time here to notice the mind. Does the mind feels a little bit more calm, peaceful, and more at ease? Take your time to notice how the body feels. All around the entire body, but maybe specifically noticing how your shoulders, your arms, your wrist and hands feel, since we work together more into that region. And with the next inhale, please bring the arms out in T position, lifting the chest, deep inhale. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And we're asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace. The peace we all need in our hearts, in our minds. We are also asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace with our relationships, people we interact throughout the days. And we're asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace out in the world, out in our country, in our communities. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very much for being here today, practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you.